Good morning. How are you? This is Marianne Grant, Life in Harmony podcast. Today is the first day of your life. What are you going to do with it? Remember, I talked about cleaning up all that residue that you left behind yesterday, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, or sexually. If you're down and out and angry and depressed, you're the only one that made the mess. You're the only one that can clean it up. Yesterday is gone, and we are not promised tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to go over that wonderful list of all the things that control us throughout the day. Sarcasm. Sarcasm is anger, emotions, bad attitude, enabling, people pleasing, not able to say no. Drugs, alcohol, pills, relationships, sex, lust, love, anger, rage, porn, controlling everybody around you but yourself. Distractions everywhere, then you have nothing but excuses. Gambling, work, working out, food addiction, binge TV, phone, podcast, news, caffeine, surgeries, pain, never having enough, being in a relationship with a man or a woman, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, or sexually abusing one another. Or you may want to add to the list. Okay, today I want to talk about those of you who love too hard. Time to start saving some of that love for yourself. Everybody around you eventually will disappoint you, and the only person that can fill that hole is you. No more blaming. This is a really tough one when you love very hard. That's who you are. You roll by your heart, and it's got you through your life, and now it's really destroying you, and you realize you are really, really empty, and that everybody has disappointed you. Well, that's a reality. That's a black and white fact. That's why I was excited about doing my podcast with Michael Singer, because he spent his life really experiencing the emotions, the head talking, and how everybody in your life will disappoint you. And I know from my own experience at the age, I'll be 65 in August, that yes, everybody will disappoint you. Your kids, your grandchildren, your parents, your friends, your best friends, everybody's going to disappoint you. So the question is, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do for you? Are you going to save some of that love for yourself? Are you going to start doing things, loving acts for yourself? And here's the other thing, too. A lot of people like to play victim, and you give all yourself. Well, you got work to do yourself, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, and sexually. You have work to do. We all do. First of all, even down to the sexual, you need to know how to please your own self in order to share how to do it. You need to ask people for help. And if you don't start learning how to do this, you're never going to be happy. People are willing to help. You just have to ask. You have to get humbled. You have to look in the mirror and say, I cannot do it alone. You're a control freak, doing it all, being there for everybody. Well, that's not normal. That's not healthy. That ended up, for me, I ended up almost killing myself, and I ended up in rehab years ago doing for everybody. People pleaser, making everybody happy, and nothing was left for me. I was empty, absolutely empty. And I made a promise to myself years ago when they locked up my first husband to prison for 3 years that I will never let a man, a child, a grandchild, another human soul ever take me down again. It's over. And I've been living and being true to myself since 1988, September 15th, and I never turned around. So the purpose of the podcast is for you to learn and for me to continue to live and teach and be the person that I set out to be. And I cannot keep it unless I keep giving it away. And every single day I have to be reminded about getting my head right, loving myself, asking for help, reaching out, getting humbled, getting my head right. I do this on a daily basis. So today you may want to look at what you need to step up, how you need to start treating your body better, how you need to feed it better, how you need to love it better, how you need to speak to yourself better, how you need to get your head right. That's going to be your work for today. Learning how to love yourself unconditionally and not putting that job on anybody else but yourself. And remember, balance. Not too much of anything. Our kids, our partner, our play, our work. When we stay balanced, it's life in harmony. When we abuse ourselves, everyone we love is infected by it. You cheat yourself and everyone around you. The level of love and respect that you give yourself, that is the level of love and respect you will get in return. Remember, the goal for all of us truly is life in harmony. Our thinking can make or break us. That is why we have to check our thinking and attitude all day long. It has to be as natural as going to the bathroom, or else your head gets backed up. Remember, if you have an attitude today, be attitude being in the highest possible state of happiness, good humor, and contentment with the way things are. This, my friend, is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Remember, we need our breakdowns to have our breakthroughs. People say, I want to help be a part of taking care of the world. Here's the good news. If you truly take care of yourself all day and be a living example, that is taking care of the world. We all have gifts. We all have worth. We all have work to do. That is the true meaning of taking care of the world, doing your part, no exceptions. The answers lie in each and every one of us. Hey, you manipulators, smooth talkers, narcissisms, your words mean nothing and your actions say everything. I'm going to read a beautiful saying by Louise L. Hay. Addiction. You're running from yourself, not knowing how to love yourself, loving treatment. Deep at the center of my being, there's an infinite well of love. I now allow this love to flow to the surface. It fills my heart, my body, my mind, my conscience, my very being, and radiates from me in all directions and returns to me multiplied. The more love I use and give, the more I have to give. The supply is endless. The use of my love makes me feel good. It's an expression of my inner joy. I love myself, therefore I take lovingly care of my body. I lovingly feed it, nourishing it, foods and beverages. I lovingly groom it and dress it, and my body lovingly responds to me with vibrant health and energy. I love myself, therefore I provide for myself a comfortable home, one that fills all my needs and is a pleasure to be in. I fill the rooms with the vibration of love, so all who enter, myself included, will feel this love and be nourished by it. I love myself, therefore I work at a job that I truly enjoy doing, one that uses my creative talents and abilities, working with and for people that I love and love me and earning a good income. I love myself, therefore I behave and think in a loving way to all people, for I know that which I give out returns to me multiplied. I only attract loving people in my world, for they are a mirror of what I am. I love myself, therefore I forgive and totally release the past and past experiences, and I am free. I love myself, therefore I live totally in the now, experiencing each moment as good and knowing that my future is bright and joyous and secure. For I am a beloved child of the universe, and the universe lovingly takes care of me, now and forevermore. So it is. Trust the process. No more questioning. All I need is taken care of. Louise L. Hay. Beautiful, beautiful woman. Okay, and we're going to read a little snippet by the New English version of the Tao Ching by Stephen Mitchell. And today's message is the teachings of the Tao Ching is moral in the deepest sense, unencumbered by any concept of sin. The master doesn't see evil as a force of resist, but simply as an obsequiousness, a state of self-absorption, which is disharmony with the universal process, so that as with a dirty window, the light can't shine through. This freedom from moral categories allows him his great compassion for the wicked and the selfish. The master is unavailable. The master is available to all people and doesn't reject anyone. He is ready to use all situations and doesn't waste anything. This is called embodying the light. What is a good man but a bad man's teacher? What is a bad man but a good man's job? If you don't understand this, you will get lost, however intelligent you are. It is the great secret. I love this. You know, it's funny. I was thinking about when I was doing this podcast and all the things I believe in, and I was thinking a lot about my mom and my father and how much they knew, how much my father knew about letting go and about mastering your day, discipline, structure, love, being there, showing up no matter how hard it was. My mom there every single day. She was there, whether she was sick or not sick. My mom was there. They had the tools, they had the gift. They there were just things that they didn't know about. They trusted the doctors and they trusted the system, and the system let them down. The system destroyed my mother. My father believed in the doctors, and that was a bad thing because we should not trust anybody. We need to actually trust ourselves and self-diagnose ourselves and then ask the questions. Don't just freely do that. So my daddy always said, go where you're needed most, Marianne. Go where you're needed most. And he said, you either save them or you kill them. There's no in-betweens with you. One of the things I do is I just dive right in because I don't want to think about the work. I just want to dive in and do it, because I think that procrastination and being lazy and moving too slow, nothing gets done. And so that is how I live my life. And I love that. We all need help. And I love one of the hardest things is for people that are well educated and have succeeded a lot in their life, but they don't know how to be a father. They don't know how to be in a relationship. They don't know how to be in their home. They don't know how to be in their own skin. There's a lot for us to learn. There's a lot. And guess what? We cannot do it alone because we always lie to ourselves. So today, what I want you to do is when you see somebody suffering and being mean and being nasty, they're dying inside. They're suffering. And I always say, thank God. Just visualize being in their own head. Thank God that's not you today. I had a friend that always said, we all take turns being assholes. We all take turns being assholes. That's a given. None of us will never be perfect. We're all imperfect, perfect human beings. So today, I really, really, really want you to focus on, throughout the day, I want you to focus on one of all the wonderful gifts that you have already received and start spreading that, being that. And then where you trip up is when someone trips you up. And like yesterday, I had a trip up and I was so proud of myself. I used my tools. I could have ruined the whole day by making this person one big piece of crap. But I just realized how desperate, how insecure, how pathetic she really is. And I was able to just smile and say a prayer and let her go. Smile and say a prayer and let her go. And remember, work on one thing at a time. Eventually, it will be a way of life. Don't do too much of anything. Balance is most important. I am clean and clear of all diseases and negative thoughts. What's controlling you? I accept today where I am powerless. I have control where I have choices. I will reach out for help and use my tools today. I accept today and understand the only person I can change or regulate is myself. I will take time to hug and kiss the loved ones around me. I will show my partner today how much he or she is appreciated, needed, and loved. I will speak up for myself today. Be true to ourselves. The answers lie in each and every one of us. Everything we do is a practice and a discipline to master what we want. I will take charge of my life today and realize I'm in charge of all my decisions. I will know when it's time to bow out and let go and trust the process. I will set realistic goals for myself. I will get 7 to 8 hours of sleep tonight. I will set healthy boundaries around myself today. I will not allow anybody to speak to me with disrespect. I will make a conscious effort to eat healthy meals. I will take my vitamins, food supplements today. I will drink 6 to 8 glasses of water today. I will be good to myself today. Whoever can see through all fear will always be safe. I will talk with someone I trust and respect and be honest with them. Accountability is key. We cannot do it alone. We always lie to ourselves. I will trust and reach out to my higher power today. I will accept and say thank you for everything that happens to me today, good or bad. I will not do anything to cause harm to myself or others today. I'm willing to change today. I will exercise today. I will pray for the well-being of myself and others today. I will write a list of all the things I want in a partner. If I become it, I will attract it. Discipline is freedom. Do 2 things a day that you don't want to do to have a successful day. My 2 things are always getting up early, doing my podcast, working out, keeping my food clean, and the rest will follow. We can all heal together one day at a time. It is a decision from our head to our heart. You can reach me at createyourspirit@gmail.com. Leave your number. I'll go over my workshops and my seminars and my speakings that I do once a month. If you want to learn about my services, lifeinharmonyonline.com. Leave your number. I'll go over my services. Remember, I'm doing the podcast Monday through Friday. Hit that colorful round button that says subscribe. Share it with everybody you love and respect. The more people we help win, the more we win. In 30 days, you're going to say, wow, in 1 year, you will not recognize yourself. And remember, I want you to have an extraordinary day today. And thank you for listening.